similar to my penny example where we're using both sides of the coin to see that it's still a coin, but we can have a positive and negative. We are also going to discuss opposite action. So just like the other one, we can use a coin. We might have a really negative desire to do something, even almost feel like we have to do it. Like I need to scream. So in that moment, what I'm going to ask you to do is use your coin and flip it over. What's the opposite of screaming? If I'm so mad and I need to get it out, but I can't because I'm not in the appropriate place to scream, would be to whisper. And if you can whisper what you're angry about, I'm so mad because my kids drank the last water bottle in the refrigerator that was cold. And it's not fair because I put 8 of them in the refrigerator and I went to go get one and they were all gone. By doing this, by using whispering when we want to scream, it helps your nervous system, it helps your heart rate, and it keeps control of your mind because you're calming your nervous system down, and at the same time you're having to use all of your brain power to be able to flip the desired behavior into something that is completely the opposite. Another example of this would be if I feel like I'm going to cry in front of everyone, and that might feel embarrassing or it might not be the appropriate time to let it out. One, I would say probably the best thing would be to remove yourself from the room and maybe go somewhere so that you can go ahead and let that cry out, because you can't just keep stuffing it. That doesn't feel good. But let's say that you're kind of stuck and you can't leave and you need to cry. So what you may try doing would be the opposite of crying. So I might try to think of something really funny that might make me giggle. For me, mom jokes, because I'm old. So I might think of a mom joke, or I might think of a time of something that I did with my brothers that was hilarious. Like when I tried to learn how to ride a skateboard, that was funny. I fell down a lot. So if I feel like I'm going to cry and I can't because of where I'm at or who I'm around, then I will decide I'm going to think about the opposite of whatever's making me sad, right? And I'm going to think about that day where I tried to get on the skateboard and ride down the hill in front of my house and I fell and tumbled and it looked ridiculous. I looked so funny and everybody was laughing and I was laughing because, I just don't have any balance, and it was kind of funny. So that is how you would use opposite action. You're usually using this when you feel a really strong urge to do a behavior, an action, or say words that would not be appropriate in that moment. Okay? So this is how we use opposite action, is you basically do the exact opposite of what you really feel like you've got to do in that moment. It takes a lot of concentration and will. You have to be really strong-minded around and determined, like, I'm going to do the opposite of that right now. It's kind of a challenge to yourself, and it really feels good when you're able to accomplish that challenge. So I encourage you to try to use opposite action sometime, maybe this week.